Thank you.
Dr. Sima?
Yes, yes. Good afternoon here in New York to everyone. It was an amazing, incredibly informative session. And, I would like to just make a few remarks in regards to the question that Professor Majid was asking. How do we prepare everyone for the advancements of AI in the future? What I personally think is our main goal here is to understand that we are not going to be using AI to replace the knowledge of humans, to replace the qualifications of medical and scientific professionals. We are going to be using AI as a matter of synergy, as a matter of collaboration with the human intelligence. So with that being said, my suggestion would be to create a particular educational institution or a series of educational institutions where individuals will obviously take an exam on the basics of what they know in terms of just general science, biology, medicine, other related disciplines. And from there, we can go into a deeper educational process on the AI. In regards to the AI strategy that was used in terms of China in the beginning of the pandemic, it was the third stage of the AI, simple third stage of the AI, which basically predicted, that the pandemic might become very extensive and very widespread, which is why, as we can recall, China turned out to be get out of the pandemic, to survive from it much sooner and much faster and more efficiently than the rest of the world. With that being said, I would like to also suggest that we go deeper into the AI studies with the understanding that we are going to be uniting, we're going to be submitting our own data that we have learned, that we have studied and worked with, in order to create this stronger and more advanced concept of the AI. And also, question to Professor Dia. In regards to cancer, not the prediction, well, actually, yes, the prediction of cancer cells that tend to mutate and as a result metastasize in the most unpredictable areas of the human organism, and not just the human organism, but just a living organism. How would you be able to suggest we track that in relation to the AI in the future, in terms of preventing different types of cancer or cancer-related diseases or other underlying conditions that can worsen the cancer diagnoses?
Okay, Dr.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you so much, Dr. Dia. You can answer, please.
Yeah, thank you very much. I mean, I agree with you 100%. We need to have some sort of medical of general science plus AI. And I agree as well that we should start now, the whole world united, by adding to a database and just adding everything. And that will help in the future. And it's like the weather, exactly like the weather. And we know from now, if I want to go holiday, I will know which the country is going to be sunny. If it's not sunny, it's not going to be raining. It cannot be, because basically we can predict that. And the prediction, the correction of it, or the error or the risk is going to be less than 5%. Now, so we can the more data we have is the better thing. And who's going to collect the data? You guys, you are the practitioners. We should start actually the society, which is now we have this society. We should actually generate a database. I am happy to develop the database if you have images and you have data to add, because I have actually clearance from the NHS, and we have a data store where we can put data, and it's actually we have like a ethical approval that the data with there, it will be stored. Now, going back to the cancer and how we deal with the cancer, or any related disease like this type of disease. Cancer, they know it from different things. And one of the things they know it from, it is the images. and image analysis, it can be done by the machine. I agree, and again, I agree with you 100%. The machine will never replace a human being. It's like a pilots, yeah. The pilots, yeah. The pilot, by the way, the autopilot can fly, can do takeoff and landing better than a human being. But so far, all the time we use a human being just in case. We were there just in case, yeah. So in the future, whatever advance we have in the machine or in AI or any aspect of robotics, we will never replace a human being, but we will enhance the answer for a human being. So especially there is different people with different skills for the same specialist area. Yeah. So that means we will have the knowledge of the expert suggestion to an expert, and that's very important for us. Going back to the cancer, there is two aspects we are working on AI working on something like cancer. First of all, enhancing the image reading for the cancer, and that's very, very important. And the second thing, it is if I know it or I don't know it, but I study it and I work with colleagues who work on cancer. Sometimes they put a dye on the cancer area, and they do the shape, and the shape of these cells, they know it if it's cancer or not. So I'm not going to go to these details because I'm not a medical doctor. However, we can actually replicate that very easy on the machine. That's one thing. More importantly, it is the genome, the genomes. If we can discover in the next 10 years the gene of the gene which genes get affected by this disease, then we make a link, and then we can build a mathematical model, okay, like DNA. Look, DNA, yeah, there is a mathematical model, but this is one more. I think this one about 1,000 times more complicated because of the number of genes, millions and millions, and then and the SNPs, and we have to work with it. However, because the computation, the power of computing we have these days is so high, we can process that genes, and we try to make the link. And I know a lot of people, including my own group, we working with something which is a little bit less complicated than cancer at the moment. We're working with diabetes, and we try to build the link between the gene and the. But believe me, in the next 10 to 15 years, we will have that link. If we get that link, the people, the research group who get the link, it will be, that's it. We will start personalizing it, we start specifying it, and we start changing, hopefully, the gene. And I'm really sorry. Again, I'm not a medical doctor, but I think mathematically we can prove that it works. And this is why I am encouraging a lot of young people to study medical engineering, not engineering only, not medical engineering. Yeah.